Hello and welcome to all you Cancerians. Welcome to your monthly horoscope for the month of October 2013. What is happening? Well, there is an eclipse happening at the 18th of October, and for full details of that I have made a separate video which you can check out with the link below, because otherwise it would make this video way too long. Now, what is happening during the first week of October? Well, there is the Pluto-Uranus square again that is triggered by the Sun at this point in Libra, which is all in your fourth house, which is your home situation. So it could be that the first couple of days you need to take your power back on some level. Maybe it's the family, maybe it's your home situation, maybe something comes up that you really need to shift your actions upon that. Considering also the person that is close to you, because you've got Pluto in your opposite sign. So this is relationships, which I talked about many times in the monthly horoscopes, but this is so particularly important for those Cancerians who have planets around 9, 10, 11, 12 degrees of Cancer, or progress planets. People tend to forget that. So check out those planets. I have also put a link below with the video that I made earlier about Sun squaring up and with the Pluto-Uranus square. So the Sun in aspect with Pluto and Uranus, if you want to know more. Now, so this is about you've been pushed towards a change you need to make because of the things that happen around you at home. But this is not negative or anything. It's just the energy of the feeling that you need to do something. And then there is this, around the 18th of October, there is this lunar eclipse in Aries. It's in the sign of taking action, and it's in your 10th house. Now, this is interesting for the Cancerian because, again, all those key houses, which is you, which is the other person, which is family, and which is work, are activated again. So again, a very important month for the cardinal signs, and you're one of them. With this moon, that is this full moon reflected there in your 10th house, something could happen considering work that you take action upon, or maybe you go public with something, or you are putting really your emotions towards what you want to achieve on a level of work, or a level of how other people you want to see, you want to be seen. Now, the flavor of this lunar eclipse is a flavor of good ideas, new inspirations. That's the flavor of the lunar eclipse. So translate that for a Cancerian, it has to do with work. It has to do with taking action 100% and then letting go of it. In other words, it's an energy of taking the pioneer steps of the Aries sign, doing that with all your focus that you have and the anticipation of problems that could come up and everything. But then after you did the action, it's the best way to let it go. In other words, not to worry about it. In other words, not to think about it again, which Cancerians sometimes do. They sometimes have a worrying nature about, was it good? Was it good for this person? Was it good for the relationship? Was it good? And so on. And then you turn insecure. So it's a good time not to do that. And it's a good time, if you're doing it, that you're seeing it and that you're aware that you're doing it. Because if you want something, it's a good time to or it's a good energy around that time to start something towards something that you really want. And probably for a lot of Cancerians it will have to do with work or their social status. So really put your effort into it and really don't look back, because you were supposed to do the work before you put the action. So of course doing that, you can do that the weeks before the 18th. So that's the best thing to do. And after that, 22nd, Mercury goes retrograde, and it goes retrograde in Scorpio, which is a fellow water sign, which is good for you, and which is for you, Scorpio, a nice water house in the 5th house. So what are you going to do after you have taken that action and letting go of it? You are going to rethink your expressive nature, the way that you are expressing yourself in a maybe in a communicative way, but in the way that you can be creative and inspiring. And as I said probably many times, Cancerians are very creative signs, because they are a water sign, and they take all the impressions, and then they ponder, and then they create. So with this Mercury there, especially with Saturn there as well, which is also about the hard work and doing things slowly, but with Mercury there, you're going to think about new paths that you can take to express yourself in a better way and in a deeper way, because it's in Scorpio. Then the so that is, I already mentioned the full moon. The new moon, which is also important for you, when the sun and the moon come together, will be around the 5th of October. So it really starts off for you at the beginning of October with a new beginning there around family stuff, or around property stuff, or around identity stuff. So, having said that, I wish you all the best for the month of October. If you want to know the stone that I associate with this energy, with this Aries energy, it is jaspis or jaspis. It's a red stone, and it's a stone that is very good if you are feeling a bit low or feeling a bit not too much energy, because this stone gives energy, and it gives you the feeling to want to initiate things, and it gives courage. So if you say, oh, but Veerle, I'm already having too much activity going on, or I'm too active, don't wear it. But if you think I'm a bit low, do wear it, or it could be a good thing to do. Anyways, check out the other videos that I mentioned. If you want a personal reading, check out my website. There are many services that I provide. I wish you all the best to you, Cancerians, and see you next month. Have a good month.